Hey guys, this is your warning. We do post up spoilers. At times we're relatively offensive. We use vulgar language. So if you think that any of those are gonna offend you in any way, shape, or form, take your step back right now. Cause buddy, this is not the place for you. Anywho, have fun listening to us, and yeah, this has been your final warning.
Welcome to another painstakingly crafted conversation, kind of dotted by a bunch of ADHD.
We can do words.
We do words, yes. This is Cinematic Anarchy, and with us today, after a long hiatus, we haven't spoken to Miss Piper in a while. So hello, welcome back.
What is that voice?
Hi.
What is it? You gotta stop poking. I do little voices. I deviate into little things, and that is just what I do.
Voices? Are you a little cray-cray?
Do I poke you when you're...
Tiny bit.
Do I poke you when you get into the whole thing that you do, the little British thing that you do on every once in a while?
To be fair,
it's
a Letterkenny reference.
I get it, it's a Letterkenny reference, but I don't bust your balls for it, do I?
To be fair,
To be fair, I do not bust your balls for it. And I can't break into the Scottish-British accent with Thomas around, so if I do that today, it is because I am stretching my legs and he won't allow me to.
Why?
He'll fuck you up.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it when I try to imitate the UK. He takes offense. I don't think he really takes offense. I just think he likes busting my balls,
Yeah, he likes
too.
busting your balls.
Everybody likes busting my balls.
Busting balls? I think I'm on the wrong podcast.
You are? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The non-ball busting podcast, that starts in about a half hour. Right now, it's all ball busting all the time.
Okay, then.
And
Where can I find this? On YouTube?
that I don't think you can do that. Maybe OnlyFans, you can't do that on YouTube. You can bust balls on OnlyFans.
Oh my god, does anyone remember the fucking 2007 Pain Olympics?
Pain Olympics? No, I can't say that I do.
The only thing I remember from 2007 is Leave Britney alone!
Oh, jeez.
Hey, man.
Send
Chris
me a link.
Crocker was... Oh, you don't want to see it.
Why not?
Oh.
No?
The Pain Olympics is just like dudes mutilating their fucking junk.
You know there's an artist...
Ew, I do remember some of those.
Yeah, right?
There's an artist who took photographs of himself castrating himself.
Yep.
As an art statement, and then he brought in the film to be processed, and they ruined the film.
Oh my god.
So as a statement...
So he did that for nothing.
For nothing. He basically castrated himself as a statement for art, and he brought in the photographs, and they ruined his film.
How do you castrate yourself for art? That's like one man, one jar for pleasure.
Hey, look, I don't try to... just... I don't shit on other people's artistic statements, but when it gets to the point where you're removing body parts for your artistic statement. Yeah,
no, the whole Pain Olympics thing, that wasn't an art statement. No. That's just to see who could fucking withstand the worst fucking shit. Like they were like stepping on their balls to the point where like it would like pop out.
So Jackass.
Oh, way worse.
Oh,
way worse.
Way worse. I'm sorry.
They would attach like car batteries to their junk and shit.
Am I misremembering? Am I misremembering the idea of tying bottle rockets to your dick and then lighting it, or am I misremembering Steve-O stapling his testicles to his inner thigh?
Okay, first of all, the bottle rockets were in his ass.
Okay, the bottle rockets was in his ass.
But see,
he did the dick thing too.
The stapling was the scrotum, not his actual testicle. In the Pain Olympics, it would be the actual testicle.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's an entire genre of porn with dominatrixes stepping on guys' balls.
Yeah, but they would.
Yeah, it's called ball busting, but they also do it to a point where it's not going to explode.
Yeah.
Or pop out of the scrotum.
You don't know that. They may not film that part.
I mean, isn't that called, like, what is it called? Smut films?
Yeah.
Or something. I forget what it's like, a German thing.
Smut films.
Not smut.
Not smut. It starts with an S, I think.
I know what you're talking about. Fuck.
It's like they even had a part of it in like season 4 of American Horror Story. Snuff films.
Well, yeah. I don't think you kill a guy by crushing his balls completely. I think
most of the time you didn't kill the person who was being snuffed in the film either, but they ended up dying later.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Well, we might not want to let this go to waste, so...
Anywho, today we're talking about Knock at the Cabin.
Speaking of snuff...
Anywho.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are talking about Dave Bautista. Why is he the only one? I was going to say Rupert Giles for some fucking reason. That is not Rupert.
That's Buffy. Rupert Grint.
Yes. Okay. Look, hey, I
didn't even know that was Rupert Grint.
I am sorry.
He looks so different.
The caffeine has not seeped into my brains at this point, and I am having a bad brain morning. And I know that I use this excuse quite frequently. But, that being said, yes, this is Knock at the Cabin, starring Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, Ben Aldridge, Nikki Amuka Bird. That's
sorry.
A-M-U-K-A. She's Sabrina. She's and then there's Rupert Gint.
Grint.
Grint. G-R-I-N-T.
Yeah, you said Gint.
Did I say Gint?
You said Gint.
I said
you
Gint?
Did say Gint.
I said Gint.
Look, Grint.
He was the most inconsequential member of the Harry Potter crew.
Fine. It stars all these other people and Ron Weasley.
Right?
Up until now, I only remembered him as Ron Weasley. He did a good job here.
He did a great job. I didn't even know that was Ron Weasley.
I did not feel Ron Weasley in that performance at all. Like other things that he have done.
He left that behind. Like, he was able to get away from... Like, this film, for me, was like... He was able to get away from that because I did not even realize that.
I mean, he's been in other things, and I've always been like, what the fuck is Ron Weasley doing in this? He's been in other things, and
He's spreading his magic wand.
Right. Just...
Giggity!
Oh my god, Weasley put it away. Anyway.
Ron Weasley!
And then we have,
Dumbledore.
Abby Quinn, Kristen Chu,
Harry Potter, Harry.
And a bunch of other people that are just in other things. Yeah, this is just this group here.
A whole bunch of people.
There's a whole bunch of people on the TV. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. And then flashbacks. You know, the ball busting parents in the flashbacks.
Well, those flashbacks are actually done really well.
The whole film is done really well.
Well, it's like the only complaint I had is like. It was a great film, great storytelling. Some of it was just a little too drawn out. But I feel like M. Night Shyamalan does a lot of that with his films.
Oh, yeah.
I can both agree and disagree with that.
He was on, like, a cooking show at the beginning of the fucking movie.
So, and just an apology to our listeners. You're going to hear all sorts of wet coming from the background. It is raining.
Moist.
It's been raining, and I have no soundproofing this.
Damp.
It's really moist.
So moist. Oh god, I get so mad when people are like, moist. I hate that word. I was like, well, how do you describe cake? It's either dry or moist,
right?
I think
spongy.
Spongy. There you go. I think cake is the only area where you can use that word, and people just don't go. Oh.
I don't know. I think about the word moist, and I'm just like, it's just moist,
right?
All right. No.
Like anyway. I never thought about the word moist and thought lady nether regions.
Yeah, and at that point, you delete Pornhub and move on. She was really moist. Okay, my friend. Yeah. We won't be speaking for another few weeks.
That's like talking about a lady's nether region, but like it was so damp.
It was sort of a bit of swamp ass going, but it wasn't in the ass region.
I'm going to take the longest fucking shower when I get home.
You want to wash this whole conversation off.
Why are you a bit swampy?
Oh my god.
I'm sitting right next to her. No, I think we're good. We're good. I'm sitting right next to her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not that. Fucking my brother has been swampy recently. In fact, I'm just
I think a lot of people can get swampy. Like, you just go to work and you go home with swamp ass.
Yeah,
That's why I always take a shower after work, because I'm like, I don't want to be swampy.
He works fucking
I don't need moss-covered logs coming out of my butt.
And to transition back into the movie, speaking of swamp, the setting of this film, no, it's just...
in the woods.
It was Cabin in the Woods. Knock at the Cabin.
No swamp.
I think the only person in this film that I really had a problem with in general was the really happy-go-lucky one, the Adrian. Really,
the girl who the chef.
Yes, I just had. You want to talk about punchable faces? I don't have a lot of punchable faces on my list, and she's probably done other things where she's done a really good job. It'll keep recording in the background even if it goes out like that.
Okay.
We're good. Okay, sorry, no, like
I don't know if your computer goes to sleep and then the fucking thing just like stops recording.
That's a really good point. I don't know. We've never left it alone long enough for that to happen.
Yeah, let's not risk that.
Okay, we'll try not to risk that.
Okay.
Maybe you should keep it titillated. Keep touching it.
Yeah.
Just keep stroking the keys.
Oh my god. Cringe!
I like making you uncomfortable at least 6 or 7 times during the podcast. It has to happen.
It's inevitable.
It's because it came out of my mouth, not hers.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's me saying those words.
Yep.
All right, fine. Keep stroking the keys.
I'm a really good guy, honestly, but I give off if you walk up across me, I give creepy uncle vibes. I really do.
Maybe it's the beard.
It's the beard. It's got to be the beard.
I don't know, man.
It's got to be the.
Just get it shaped up a little bit.
I don't look. You can even ask Candy. I don't look good without the beard and the mustache. She says without the beard and the mustache, I look like a fat Russian baby.
I can agree that he doesn't look good without the beard and the mustache. I can't say that he looks like a fat Russian baby.
I've
never seen a fat Russian baby.
The person that has to live with it. That's her commentary. I look like a fat Russian baby without the beard. It's just awful.
In Russia.
That is not a Russian accent.
Fat Russian baby have beard.
I am not doing Russian accent. I can't. Some accents I can't do. I haven't had the proper training for it. I just haven't. Or, I
haven't had training for any accent. I'm just Southern as fuck.
I lived down there long enough that it took me a few years to kick the accent.
Well, it's like, for the most part, a lot of people ask me if I'm even from here because, like, I don't use words ain't, y'all, and yonder all the time.
Ain't y'all yonder?
But it's ain't y'all yonder. But it's like, but people who are not from here, they're like, you sound Southern as fuck. And I'm like, fuck. It's like, I try to cover up some of it, but just from the acting standpoint, because I don't want to be typecast if I ever get to the point where I'm getting a lot more gigs. Yeah. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, from here, people from here, they're like, I had one bitch tell me, like, you have a rich accent. And I'm just like, what does that mean? She wouldn't tell me. She's just like, you have a rich accent. I don't know how to explain. I was like, does that mean I sound really Southern to you? Because you sound redneck as hell to me.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just read a quick synopsis of the film. I'm taking us right out of this and back into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, this podcast is kind of about films, but also about the fact that we can't quite figure out how to take the ADHD out of our conversations.
Is there a way to do that?
I have no fucking idea, man.
As Thomas is fond of saying, look, squirrel.
Yep.
Are we all going to get on Ritalin or Adderall?
I am never. I don't think I'm medicated. I can't get medicated. It doesn't work for me.
I can't get Medicaid, so
I think the medicated would only Medicaid. Yeah. Okay, so synopsis: Wen, only 7 years old, is vacationing with her 2 dads, Eric and Andrew, at a remote cabin. While catching grasshoppers, she is approached by a stranger named Leonard. Initially friendly, he explains that he needs Wen and her parents to help save the world. However, Wen becomes suspicious when the 3 other people appear with makeshift weapons. Wen flees to warn Eric and Andrew, but the visitors break into the cabin and tie them up, with Eric sustaining a concussion. Leonard and his companions claim they have never met before this day and have no intention of harming the family. However, in the past week, they have been driven by visions and an unknown force to find the family as they are predicting an impending apocalypse, vision, or illusion. The armed strangers demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. And that choice is sacrifice one of your family members.
Or, everyone dies.
Or everyone dies.
Or the apocalypse happens.
I think they could have...
And then you'll be left wandering the earth by yourselves.
I think they could have averted a lot of the Christian gay bashing thing that they thought was happening if Leonard didn't come in a crisp white shirt.
Yeah, right?
The crisp white shirt immediately made them go, fucking Mormons! Right? It's like, I've had Mormons...
I'm here to talk about... Have you heard about Jehovah?
Right? Have you heard the good word? I have had Mormons come to my door before, but never brandishing weapons as aggressively as these guys.
Right.
So I think if he didn't come to them with the shirt on, like he said he was a coach.
Yeah.
Like he was a guy that coached, like, was it basketball? He coached a boys' basketball team.
He was also he was a second grade teacher and also did coaching.
Yep. Like, I think that they should have made him come in. Have you ever seen the movie Mr. Woodcock?
No, I did not. Oh, wait, yes, I did.
Billy Bob Thornton with the red shorts and the crisp white shirt, and he got to come with the whistle and everything. They should have had him dress in that. Just come to them wearing the obligatory just...
No, I like the...
But then that would have covered up all the tightness of everything he was wearing. And we wouldn't have to see everything I got to see, because that was just yummy.
Wait a minute. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Just a white polo short sleeve shirt...
But he was wearing blue pants.
He was wearing blue jeans. I'm
telling black pants.
I'm saying not black pants. I said get rid of the black pants and put on those red shorts, the short shorts that you see all sorts of weird coaches wearing in different movies.
Yeah, but when I see that, I just think, dude, how does your junk breathe?
Right. No, wait, no, they've got those underwear that have the ball cup.
The jock strap?
Yeah. No. Like boxers, they have this little pouch for your balls.
Your balls don't go in
the... But still.
No, I know, but there's new boxers where they installed a little pouch for your balls.
So now boxers have a sack for your sack?
Yeah!
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I'm not going to buy them.
Might as well wear a banana hammock.
So that kind of defeats the purpose of the boxers. The whole point of the boxers is to have your balls free.
They're more like boxers.
Well, they also say sleeping naked is better for you because it gives your body area to breathe.
Yeah, it's sleeping naked. Every
Every
podcast, I trip over my tongue. Fuck.
It shouldn't be so long.
Sleeping naked may be good for the person sleeping naked. However, the person that comes into hey, we got things to do. Oh shit, you're fucking naked.
Yep.
That's why I warn anybody who might walk into my room. My door is locked.
There's a reason why the door is locked.
I don't have a door.
If you picked the lock to get into my room, that's on you. That's on you.
It's like if you pick the lock to come into my room and I haven't shaved in a week, that's your fault for seeing a hairy butt.
Oh, okay. That painted some images. Anyway, moving on.
Unpaint them. Throw water on it.
Okay, which Horseman of the Apocalypse outside of Batista do you think was the least effective and the most effective here?
The least effective would have been the chef.
Yeah.
Oh, I can agree with that. I'd say...
It's like Sabrina had a very nurturing thing about her. So, and then she also had the explanations I stopped going to church after my aunt or something like that made me and all that stuff. So it made her come off a lot less Christian-y about it.
Right.
So she might have been a little bit more effective because she was doing the healing, even though she was also the one who did the harming. But still, she had a nurturing thing about her, which made her seem more compassionate and more believable.
I think Adrian's manic vibe in this movie was the one thing that kind of pushed them towards feeling like Mormons.
Yeah.
I think her manic vibe...
I was also wondering, she might supposed to be a little either autistic or ADD or something on that nature with the way she was characterized or the way she was told to act the way. Because, it didn't come off as just completely manic. It came off like she might be a little bit off or couldn't completely pay attention.
I feel like she was one of those people that... the way that I saw her in this, anyway, I feel like she was one of those people that may have had a life where she was severely depressed, and now she is, A, medicated, and B, living the life where everything has to be shiny, happy people. That's the vibe that I got from her.
Maybe it's not medication. Maybe it's simple fact. Maybe she was depressed and had a child.
Well,
and that's what changed.
Yep.
There was deep sadness behind her eyes the entire film, even when she was the whole thing. And so I feel like she was forcing herself to be happy and present herself in that manic way.
Well, when you think about the prospect of these people got to make a decision or I'm going to be killed before the apocalypse even takes me out to never see my child again, there's a reason for sadness behind her eyes.
Everybody else, there's reason for sadness behind her eyes, but everybody else wore the sadness right out in front. Leonard wore that sadness of what he had to do right out in front. And Adrian...
Shannon didn't. He was just mad.
No. And Ron Weasley was just angry, yeah. Ron Weasley, he had it right out in front.
Fucking rage.
But what was his name in that? Redmond? Redmond, it wasn't his real name, but I think Redmond was the name he was going by, and then you found out it was O'Shannon.
Right, yeah, Redmond, because O'Shannon was the guy that attacked them in the bar.
Right, but when they, which is Redmond, because later, the guy goes out with the gun and whatever, takes the wallet out and says, see Redmond wasn't even his real name.
He wasn't even telling you the right name.
I was right.
You were?
No,
yeah.
the
Oh, no, they were. Right.
Guy, yeah.
He's like, yeah, see, I told you. This is the guy that punched me in the face.
I think there should have been more connection between the characters. Like, that was one of my complaints, because, like, one guy beat up one of the guys, but it's like, where's the other connection between the other three? Like if you had seen them at some point interact with the two men, like, I was like, that would have brought it more together. But like, oh, this person was here. This bitch cooked me dinner or something at one point.
Yep.
Or saw Sabrina at a hospital.
Like, I think that, yeah, I mean, like, because they had Redmond, who had part to do with their lives, which actually made a bit of it more unbelievable for them. Like, that's why a lot of it felt like, once they figured out who this guy was, felt like, no, you guys are just doing some gay bashing here. That's all this is.
Yeah, right.
You know, you're not going to reprogram us. And I think that's what fortified a lot of that for them. And I think a lot of Sabrina's attitude kind of led them. Everybody had a bit of an attitude that felt, outside of Redmond, that felt like they could have contributed to the Mormon reprogramming attitude. Whether it be the nurturing or the manic, shiny, happy people, or the stoic version of Leonard. You know, not four people that were just thrown together to try to stop the end of the world. That's why a lot of it...
Well, they also talked about them being like the four horsemen of the apocalypse. But the way they described it was not the four horsemen of the apocalypse, because the four horsemen would be war, death, famine, and strife.
The way they present them, though, I feel like what they're trying to explain is that the four horsemen of the apocalypse are not going to come as those people, like, you know, war, strife, famine, yada, yada, yada. What it's going to be is just four regular people thrown together, and they have to... Because they said it's happened before. They weren't the first people that have had to do it, and they're not going to be the last people that have had to do it. Every few years, a couple of people have to come together and convince somebody to make a fucking choice.
Yeah.
And so far, they've been able to, I guess, convince people, you know, so the world doesn't go to hell. And it seems like, based off of this, people were convinced a little more readily beforehand, because when have you ever seen planes just fall out of the fucking sky?
Right.
So I'm guessing these guys were the least effective group of people in history to convince people, hey, you know...
Well, you never know, because, like...
outside of maybe plagues and big biblical times.
Exactly. Fucking, it's not like... It's different for each fucking group of people that has to make the choice.
So
but
different
the question
plagues.
is, like, how often do these people have to make the choice?
Right?
Like, how often is apocalypse coming that these people
I don't think it's like every few years.
It sounded it sounded like he said it was. They made it feel like it was every couple decades or something.
I think it'd be every couple like centuries.
Yeah, that would make more sense, because if you think about Moses, that would have been in 1 century,
right?
Well, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, like I said, the other groups of four could have been far more convincing than this group.
True.
You know? It's on them to be as convincing as possible, and I think they honestly went about it all the wrong way.
Well, we also don't know that, because we never saw any like flashbacks to when the other people had to make these type of decisions.
Exactly.
Because these people finally made the decision after the four were dead.
Yes. Like, so finally made the decision.
But the same conclusion could have happened with each once before.
I would like to see sort of a backstory on this process.
Like prequel.
Yeah.
Like a prequel that kind of explains the other groups that have had to convince other people to do this in the past.
Yeah.
Whether or not they got further or had more difficulty. Obviously, the world hasn't, gone into the apocalypse based off of this. So these guys were not terribly effective. They all had to off themselves before they convinced them, hey, yeah, one of us should make a sacrifice.
Honestly, I think that, once the sacrifice happened after the four were dead, I think the apocalypse should have still happened in this movie.
Yeah.
Basically, he shot him because they said they only had a couple of minutes after the fourth one died to make a decision. And it's I would have loved to see, just the simple fact that they made a decision just slightly too late.
You don't know that they didn't.
Well, the disease where it wasn't killing children anymore. The water all of a sudden rushed back or stopped rising.
Stopped rising.
They talked about this in the end of the thing. And the lightning that was causing all the fires stopped. The fires were still getting in control, but the lightning that was causing all the fires stopped.
True.
And one plane lands.
What if it didn't stop?
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I would have loved to see, they were just slightly too late after they killed that one. They killed, who was it? Eric? Was it Eric? got sacrificed?
I think, yeah.
I think it was Eric. I think, like, Andrew kills Eric, and I want to be like, it was just slightly too late, and the apocalypse still happens.
That would have been a better movie, honestly.
Yeah, it's like,
but it's
the character is going through turmoil for, like, killing his lover, which I still have questions about that. But, well, in one part of the film, like in the bar, it seems like they were heading towards possible divorce.
Right.
When they were talking about what annoys them about the other or something like that. And then he's like, why are you bringing this up now type thing? And it's like, are these people heading towards divorce? There wasn't enough in that for me. But, like, he just killed his lover and everything is still ending. So it's like a lot more turmoil for the person who had to kill his lover and then still had to be there on the earth by themselves with his daughter.
Yeah, but it's M. Night Shyamalan. He always has to have a happy ending.
Did he also do that movie Old? Or something like that?
He's done a lot of different movies.
I haven't seen that movie. Well, he also did Avatar: The Last Airbender.
But
what is it? Was there a movie called Lady in the Water or something like that too? He's had a lot of different films that were just not good. Signs was oh God, what is that movie about the killer trees?
Evil Dead?
No,
oh no.
The one with Mark Wahlberg, I think, in it.
The Happening.
The Happening was horrible.
Never saw that one.
Fucking awful.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's about trees that basically biologically learn to attack us back. They basically start pumping out a pheromone.
They watch the Wizard of Oz trees throw apples at Dorothy. Got it.
Yeah.
No, it's just about trees that pump out pheromones to make you commit suicide.
Mm-hmm. Was that like? Oh, there was a movie like something like that, or
Sandra
something
Bullock,
happened. Like these people on a plane, once they landed, then they started getting affected.
Sandra Bullock with the whole you gotta keep your eyes closed.
Bird Box.
I actually like that movie.
Seems like a fucking knockoff of The Happening.
It seemed like I wanted to see that film.
It's not bad.
It's on Netflix. It was. I actually liked it.
I heard it was good. I heard the book was better.
The book's always better.
The book was better.
Let's say, is there ever a movie or TV show where the book is not better?
Exactly.
But see, the thing is that I don't like when people say that. I don't like what books and movies are two completely different mediums. You have to appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah.
You're not going to get
them for what they are, but when you're taking something from a book and turning it into something,
at least be accurate.
I feel like the qualifier should be that the book was more immersive than the film, not that the book was better than the film. Because
in retrospect, the book does have a movie or a TV show has a time limit on what they can and can put in there. A book does not have that same time limit.
Yeah.
So you have to qualify it by which one was more immersive. If you can watch a film and truly get into the world, because they have visuals they can give you. Mm-hmm. Right, if you can't get immersed into the film or the TV show that you're watching, that's a good qualifier. Saying this was better than the film. If you okay, fine. So the book was more immersive for you than the film was. You couldn't get into the world of the film, but you could get into the world of the book. That's fine. I can get that. It's like with all the verbal and visual cues that you get from the film, if you can't fall into the world and lose yourself while you're watching it. There's very few films that I have ever felt that I can just put down my phone and go, wow, that was a fucking good movie. Because a lot of films, I'll be sitting here and I have ADHD to the point where I'm just like, all right, well, this is a great movie and all, but I got things I've got to do. Yeah, right. Very few films.
Megan actually had me put my phone down and be like, that was a great movie.
Megan, I put my phone down for RRR, which we did recently. Yep. I put my phone down for...
That was a long-ass fucking film.
That was a long film, but it didn't feel long.
Yeah, facts.
It didn't feel long at all. If you ever get a chance to watch that movie, RRR, I think it's on Netflix.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Watch it.
It's really fucking good.
It is a great film. And it's one of the few...
There's a lot of films, I think, on Netflix that get, either skimmed over or get hated too much, and I'm like, it's Netflix. Netflix is not the same as these multi-million-dollar budget movies.
Okay, here's the qualifier for me saying that. I have not watched a lot of Bollywood films that I have felt that immersed in. This particular film, when Thomas brought it up to us, I was just like, I don't know if I can get into watching that.
Yeah, I saw the time and I was like,
we both were just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then we started watching the movie and it was just, I had my phone in my hand and I forgot that it was there. Yep. I'm just watching this film like, wow, this is a great fucking film.
It was really fucking good.
For a Bollywood film with intense, like she was saying, Justice League level action, where I could not peel my eyes away from the screen. that was something for me. So I'm praising that movie while also saying, as an M. Night Shyamalan movie, that's Shyamalan, Shaman, Shamalama.
Is that a new Pokemon to catch?
Shyamalan. It's just got to catch them all.
Shyamalan. I choose you.
This film here, I guess, as far as I'm concerned, would fall about mid-range with his films. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. If we're
I liked it.
Go ahead.
But again, there were some things for me that were drawn out, and some things that were not expended enough.
Yep.
Ooh, people with loud cars passing by.
Buzz.
I don't know why they have to have... I guess I'm living on a main street. I can't complain too much. If I was living in a back street and I could hear them up in the hills, I could complain. But I can't soundproof this apartment, so there's only...
So much we can work with.
I would say that I didn't like this as much as like the Unbreakable series. With Split and Mr. Glass and or just Glass, I guess.
Yes.
And Unbreakable. Those films I really liked. That was like the upper tier of his stuff as far as I'm concerned.
I saw those 3 movies.
But I liked this more than his other films.
It's like, but then again, who can't get behind somebody who has so many personalities, and one of them is called Patricia.
Patricia is the scariest.
Right? Oh, God.
Don't fuck with Patricia.
In all honesty, I put this just behind the Unbreakable films. But this is above all of his other work, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
A lot of people...
He's got a lot of props.
I like this even... I like this...
he hits gold.
Just a bit more than I like The Sixth Sense. Honestly.
I didn't like The Sixth Sense.
I thought it was a good film, but mind you, I got to watch it before the fucking shit was ruined for everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, you can't watch that now for the first time without having it ruined for you because you know what the fuck's going on. It's all been ruined. As far as I'm concerned, like I think this is just a bit better than The Sixth Sense, but behind the Unbreakable films. So that's where I would place it in his movies. But it's still not that great a movie. I'm still, at best, out of 10, I might give it like a 6.5.
Yeah.
About a 6.5.
I agree.
Fucks with it.
Fucks with it. Yeah. It's good enough that I'm not disappointed in watching it the like 3 or 4 times that I have in the past few weeks. I don't feel like it's a waste of time. However, it's not good enough that after having discussed it with you guys today, I don't plan on watching it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's a good movie.
I would watch it again.
It's a good one-time watch.
I've watched it so many fucking times this week, just trying to fucking like. We've scheduled to record this episode like 3 fucking times.
Right. Trying to find the time to sit down and do this. That's the problem.
And then I had a friend sleep over and fucking like.
Shout out. You can see.
Oh no,
you don't want to mention names?
We're gonna wait until he actually comes on.
You make it okay. Then you can call him out for being the friend that slept over?
Yeah!
Okay. So, if you want to know who the friend was that slept over, listen in the future at some point. See, now it's going to make them listen to everything. You have to listen to everything. We might mention it at some point. You don't know who it is. We know it's not Piper now.
Yep.
No, that'd be like a 4-state trip?
That's it. Trip? Yeah, it's about a 5-state trip. Just right up the coast. Oh, that's more than 5 states.
Like, we'll measure everything except in metric.
I think that's more than 5 states. I think.
Still, I'm being a classic American. I'm measuring in any type of way that is not metric.
How many states are between Massachusetts and Georgia? You have to look it up.
A lot.
I'm looking it up right now.
A few?
Yep. I have to. Well, I'm doing this thing. It's a 1,000-mile trip between Massachusetts and Georgia. Just leave that 1,085 miles, and that's like from border to border. That's not from where I am to where you are.
Driving.
That is. I've done it at least 4 times.
Yeah, but I got the sugars now. I have to pee a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take a very quick break and let our sponsors and other friends speak for themselves, because we let our friends have little advertisements, and we hope to have more friends to give advertisements on that little lull between segment 1 and segment 2. And we're going to let them speak for themselves, and we will be back to do the pitch storm.
This is Two Chicks Talking Flicks, where we review movies. We try to dig deeper and go more in depth.
And profound for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, what? We even bring up relevant topics.
I remember from Punky Brewster that you don't go inside the fridge.
And we're here to have those tough conversations.
Mm-hmm. And she was wearing a white dress, which
was yellow.
Huh?
It was yellow. So if this sounds like the podcast for you, please enjoy. New episodes every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Matt.
We are the hosts of the Strange and Beautiful Book Club. On the Strange and Beautiful Book Club, Matt and I share our adventures discovering forgotten movies, television shows, and books in the science fiction, horror, and fantasy genre.
Not necessarily good movies, though.
Oh, certainly not. We love a good, bad movie. The quirkier, the funnier, the more campy, the better.
But we talk about some classics, too.
Of course, we can't ignore our favorites like Highlander or the 1990s vampire cop television show, Forever Night, which we are currently covering one episode at a time.
As if I could forget.
Oh, hush. You love every minute of it.
Come join us every week as we discover, discuss, and dissect fantasy, horror, and sci-fi genre classics. New episodes release every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So remember, sometimes the strangest things are the most beautiful, too.
So be who you are and love what you love. Until next time, friends.
Bye!
All right, we're back in. Moving into the back end of this podcast, we are set to do the pitch storm. And today's premise is a shark with a human brain plans a heist to steal the Queen's diamond butt plug. And, I didn't even read the yellow card before I did this, so we're going to just eliminate the director's notes this time, because I'm not fishing out any director's notes. I don't feel like fishing out more cards.
Okay.
Usually the director's notes, and on next episode when we do that, I have some director's notes that you're going to love.
Okay.
We might be doing a little binge recording today. Does it sound like it? Just a little? Okay. Anywho. All right, and we have two actors that we picked prior to starting recording. We have Sarah Michelle Gellar, picked by Piper.
Yep, and Jay Baruchel.
Who? Wait, what? Wait, did we
I thought
change
you said
up?
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, right. Pedro Pascal. No, we're going with Jay Baruchel.
Okay, well,
We'll use Pedro for next one.
I got Pedro in my head, and I'm all ready, and then you just this is where the ADHD... Left turn. This is where the ADHD thing comes in mind.
Wrong turn. Oh, wait, we're not talking about that movie.
Not yet. We can do that at some point.
Those are uncomfortable.
They're very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Okay.
It's like any movie where something real can happen is always going to be uncomfortable.
Immediately, I'm thinking shark with a human brain. We're not going to do live action. We're probably going to do an animated thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So...
Shark Tale! Except instead of Will Smith, we're doing Jay.
Instead of Angelina Jolie, we're doing Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I fucks with it.
I'm thinking a shark-led heist for a diamond butt plug.
Give it sausage party vibes.
Well,
very sausage party vibes.
They didn't say what queen, so it could just be the queen of an underwater thing.
The queen. It could be Queen Latifah for all we know.
I could imagine her butt plug would be sparkled.
Let's have Queen Latifah play the queen.
The queen. The queens. It could be the surviving members of the band Queen. You don't know. What queen do we want to focus on?
It's just going to scream, "Mama!" And then the baby dinosaur is just going to come out and say, "Not the mama."
I want to ride my bicycle, but my butt plug's wedged in tight. No? Yeah? Okay.
I'm going to stop because I have a story.
You have a story?
It's not about me.
It's not about you.
No.
No? No? Well, now
it's like the story. Well, the story's not... Okay, fine. Talking about butt plugs and somebody riding a bike with somebody in them. Valentine's Day, 2011?
Okay.
2012? Yeah, my boyfriend came into the sex shop I was working at and bought a giant-ass dildo to plug into his butt while he was driving his motorcycle.
Oh, my God.
So we broke up, like 2 days later.
Why didn't you stop me from buying that? I got into an accident. It got wedged. It was a whole thing at the hospital.
I think the point of it being in his butt was for it to be wedged.
Yeah, but there's wedged and irremovably wedged.
there's wedged, and then there's, oh no, sir, help, I'm stuck.
Yeah, right.
There's a point between the butt plug and where it becomes a suppository. There's an issue.
Isn't a butt plug a suppository?
Technically, well, no, because the suppository
just one that
would
you
be
can pull back out.
The butt plug you can pull back out. Suppository, it's all the way up there. You know, it's
Why didn't I stop you? Why'd you buy that on Valentine's Day instead of having sex with me?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
that's a hell of a Valentine's Day ride. Anyway,
so who do we want for the heist?
moving on. Who do we want for the heist? Well, we have to decide on what queen we're talking about first.
Queen Latifah.
We're doing Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She cast her as a sea queen already.
I am sorry ahead of time to Queen Latifah for anything that we are about to say. Like she's ever going to fucking listen to this shit.
Honestly.
Oh, good lord.
Maybe I'll message her on Instagram. But like, we talk about your besparkled butt plug.
All I can say is if we ever get any kind of celebrity following ever, there are so many celebrities, including Michael Cera, who we've killed in almost every single one of these. They're
actors. Guess what? Most of the time, if they take a job with where somebody might die, they take a job where they might die.
Right. Well, we've taken up a job here where we've insulted so many different actors and actresses during these pitch storms that we might die just because they'll hunt us the fuck down.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I think the worst that'll happen is cancel culture.
Right? Cancel culture. I honestly, what is the worst that could happen to us in cancel culture? I mean, right now our listenership is in the teens at best, the tens.
I told you I might be able to get them into the very low 20s.
Okay. Yes, we've heard of the services. Anyway, moving on.
Anywho,
I'm like DoorDash.
Dick Dash.
I don't. That's like DoorDash for
Exactly.
Pornhub. It's like a Tinder version of DoorDash, I guess.
I guess if I was going to be like a Tinder version of DoorDash, I'd be called Blow and Go.
Yes!
Oh, good look. Don't
Come and go.
Come and go.
Come and go.
Or go and come, one of the way.
Come and go.
You got to come and go. You have to come before you go.
Right?
It's true. Well,
you don't go away and then you come unless you, like, it was that bad you didn't get off.
I guess it depends on how antisocial you are,
Most
really.
women ever.
Most women ever turn to lesbianism because they're tired of acting in bed.
Do you think sex shops were initially made for guys, really? No. Sex shops were created because guys have a little bit of trouble.
Anywho.
Yeah, moving on.
Back to the movie.
Moving on. Shark with a brain. Shark with a human brain.
Yep, Jay Baruchel.
Okay, Jay Baruchel is the shark with the human brain. He is the voice of the shark.
Yep.
Okay. Queen Latifah is the voice of the queen, obviously. We want to have the Queen Latifah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What if Sarah Michelle Gellar voiced Queen Latifah's part?
Well, but it's not Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah is just the queen.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. We can.
It's like the queen's name is not Latifah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar did all sorts of voices for Robot Chicken. Maybe we should try to see how far she can stretch herself.
No.
No? No? Okay.
No, we're gonna make her fucking Jay Baruchel's love interest, and he's stealing the butt plug from the queen for, like, spicing up his love life with Sarah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is a dolphin, and he wants the butt plug for the blowhole.
Okay.
It's gonna be a blowhole plug.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on.
Actually, wouldn't that kill them?
Sarah Michelle Gellar is a dolphin who is in service of the queen. She wants the butt plug, but she can't get it herself because it would put her under too much scrutiny. So she gets her boyfriend to do it.
Oh my God! Yes.
She is Queen Latifah's personal dolphin.
Yes, she's Sebastian to Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah has bought out SeaWorld.
Wait, literally?
No, I'm saying as part of the literally. No. Wow, just the look of just what?
Wait, so is the queen now human?
Right?
Huh? So
is the queen now human? I thought all this was taking place under the ocean.
Yeah, it is.
Under the ocean. Well, I mean, technically, it can still take place under the ocean. If she's taken over SeaWorld, she can be one of the people. She's hands-on. She likes to scuba dive and get in there and feed the animals and take care of them.
How would they ever see her butt plug unless her suit had a hole right in the ass?
Have you seen how tight those suits are? Maybe it gets a little wedged. You can see maybe it pokes out a bit. Who knows?
The sunlight hits it at right direct angle. It's just sparkling from her ass like, ah!
You know, you've seen assless chaps.
Oh my god, okay.
Maybe she wears an assless wetsuit. I don't know.
No, wait, hear me out. Ready? Okay. She buys out SeaWorld because she's one of those, like, you remember that show H2O?
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I know of it.
Yeah, so like they're capable of like walking on land and everything, but once they get wet, they turn into mermaids.
So she's like a mermaid from Splash?
Something like that, but except instead of turning into a mermaid, she turns into fucking like Ursula, fucking octopus.
An octopus?
An octopus? A squid?
That's just funny since Queen Latifah did do Little Mermaid Live and played Ursula.
Okay, that'll work.
There we go.
She's
benevolent queen.
Okay, so she's not a sea witch.
She's not a sea witch, but she's a good kind of sea witch.
She's a good queen.
See, I was gonna go like completely off in left field here because you guys are because I don't. First of all,
she buys out SeaWorld so that she can smash all the walls down and like release all the animals in captivity back into the ocean where they belong, making her an even better queen.
Okay.
Vindicate them.
She works for PETA.
So what is he trying to steal? Good lord.
Fuck PETA. Oh my god, PETA!
I mean, it's basically, are we basically saying that she's smashing down the walls and trying to release all these things, and then the shark here is trying to steal the butt plug before they're released back into the wild?
She's draining the swamp.
Free Willy style?
Yes.
Well,
Free Willy style.
He has to get it before he goes back into the ocean, or else he'll never get a chance again.
Right. So there's a time frame here. See, because I went completely off in left field here. Like, my brain went really, really dumb for a minute. So you're going to have to bear with me. Because I'm picturing she buys out SeaWorld specifically so she can shut down everything and go skinny dipping with the animals. And the butt plug not only is a diamond, but you know how, like, some people, for some fucking reason, buy butt plugs with tails? In this case, she gets a butt plug with a dorsal fin.
Okay.
So
she can swim with the sharks and the dolphins.
Her dorsal fin is really, really low.
Right?
I didn't say it was a functional dorsal fin. I apologize. I am thinking of a dorsal fin up Queen Latifah's ass. That's where my brain went.
Anywho,
is the rest of the fin diamond?
It's a diamond. It's a diamond dorsal fin. Yeah, there you go. It's a diamond the size of a dorsal fin. That's why it pokes out of the wetsuit.
Oh my god. But see, she doesn't need the wetsuit because she turns into an octopus lady.
Well, you see right there. You know how, because, you know, like, some people buy, like, weird, like, pants, underwear that has, like, the butt plug already attached to it that, you know, you kind of wedge in place and it keeps everything else in place.
What?
You haven't seen that?
No.
They do. They have those.
They make those.
They do make those.
I did not know about that.
Well, in this case...
Well, they also make them for men, like, gay men and straight men who like their, you know, inside of their butt kind of titillated while they're doing the other person.
Well, in this case, you would have a wetsuit that is fixed with an apparatus that has a butt plug on one end and the diamond dorsal fin on the other.
Okay.
And now they're going to try to steal that.
We're focusing a little too much on the butt plug here and not enough on the movie.
The butt plug is...
It is entirely part of the plot.
The focal point.
The butt plug and the theft and the heist is the part.
Okay.
That is the thing.
But we're focusing too much on the description of the butt plug.
Okay. I want a little Michael Cera blowfish.
Oh my god, why do we always have to have Michael Cera?
Because I want Michael Cera to constantly be like that guy, that little voice in Jay Baruchel's ear. Baruchel's ear. Constantly annoying him. And at one point he just
eats the voice while he's not puffed up, and then Vin Diesel is the voice when he gets blown up.
Oh my god, yes!
But at one point he just eats him out of frustration of having to listen to this guy.
Okay.
Yes. I only put Michael Cera in there because at some point
he's gotta die.
We have to kill Michael Cera. We've killed him in everything, which also makes me feel like somehow, like when we get into
Michael Cera is your Kenny.
Michael Cera is just gonna die.
Yeah.
Huh?
Michael Cera is your Kenny.
Yep.
Yes.
He is. Oh my God! You killed Michael Cera. Good job.
You bastards!
No, it's good job. Why are we saying you bastards?
I don't know.
Do you hate Michael Cera?
This became a thing a while back. It first became a thing when we killed him during the This Is the End episode. Mm-hmm. We killed him in that episode, and he died in everything else we did afterwards. We fit Michael Cera into the film just for him to die.
Rest in peace, Michael. Rest in pieces.
I think he was the original face that I want to punch that you said. That was the first guy that you ever said, he's just got a face that I want to punch.
He's got a punchable face.
Wait, is that the guy from Zombieland?
Yes. No.
No.
That's Jesse.
That's
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, that's Jesse Eisenberg.
Sorry.
Also,
Yes, also another punchable face.
But I really liked him in American Ultra. I thought that was a really good
Michael
movie.
Cera, he was in Superbad.
Yes.
Yes, Michael Cera was in Superbad, yes.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yes. He was in Superbad?
Yes, he was.
He was, okay.
Wasn't he also in Kick-Ass?
He was in Kick-Ass. Was he in Kick-Ass? I don't think so.
No.
He was in Juno.
No. I didn't see Juno.
No, I think you're mixing him up with the other guy from Kick-Ass. Oh, God, what is his name? He was in the second Kick-Ass. He was one of the villains.
Oh, McLovin,
yeah, the guy that plays McLovin.
No, that's not... No, I know that guy. I know his long horse face.
Well, that's the guy that's in Kick-Ass, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
that's the guy.
I was talking about the guy who played the hero.
No, definitely not. I don't actually remember that guy's name.
I don't think I ever knew his name.
I cannot say that I remember the lead actor from Kick-Ass. Is it because he's never been in anything else? I'm sure he has to have been something.
Oh, it's Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Nope, don't know that name.
I'm trying to see what he was in.
What other things?
Oh, he played Pietro Maximoff in Age of Ultron.
Yes.
Really?
Wanda Maximoff.
Yes, he dies.
He's been
Wanda's
Bullet
brother.
Train, Anna Karenina. See, that's the thing. He's been in several things that I personally have not watched. I watched The Kingsman, and I've watched Godzilla, but I can't remember him for those. And apparently he was in Shanghai Nights as well. I have watched Age of Ultron.
Yeah, he dies while trying to save some kids.
So he's basically what their version of Quicksilver is.
He's the Marvel Universe Quicksilver.
Yeah. But they never really called him Quicksilver, I don't think. I think they just referred to him as
Pietro. Hell, they didn't call Wanda Maximoff Scarlet Witch until WandaVision.
Yeah, like long afterwards.
Yeah.
Oy vey. All right. So, moving on. Let's see. How does this heist take place? So, we've already killed Michael Cera, and we've determined that we have a wetsuit with a butt plug dorsal fin that's made out of diamonds. Because, it's the queen. She got to have sparkly shit,
Yeah.
No pun.
She's like,
no
I
pun
don't do
intended.
rhinestones.
All diamonds.
She's like, I'm not cheap. I'm so rich, even my butt plug made of diamond.
There you go.
Right.
Exactly. Not just one diamond either. An entire dorsal fin full of diamonds.
Oh my god.
Right.
Ooh, that's gonna cut.
Well, it's gonna cut somebody, and not her.
I'm gonna guess that the actual butt plug itself is just made of pure diamond.
Oh, ow, God. Oh, that's gonna rip and tear. Don't do that.
I mean, not if you.
You were talking about bunches of pieces of diamonds. I was talking about a smooth cut.
Yeah,
diamond.
Exactly. Like, not if you get it.
What about
it's not like
smooth
it's not like a raw diamond.
Are we just talking about like a diamond
like
shaped like
ring.
a dorsal fin? Like a diamond shaped like a dorsal fin? You think? Like a full-on diamond, like
the butt plug part itself is made of diamond, but it's like smoothed over and fucking sanded down.
Yeah, but it's like, but your dorsal fin part could have a bunch of diamonds on it.
Yeah.
They have all sorts of cuts of diamonds. This one is the Queen Latifah dorsal fin butt plug cut.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay, Nico.
We are focusing way too much on her ass. Let's move
plug.
on. Let's move on to the heist. All right. So I picture like a whole Ocean's 11 full of sea creatures.
Yes.
Trying to pull off a heist.
Swordfish.
Right.
I want George Clooney in there somewhere.
You get a George.
He's a swordfish.
Yes.
George Clooney, is it? Make him a dogfish.
No, swordfish.
Is there such thing as a dogfish?
Yes,
there is such thing as a dogfish. I say dogfish because if you remember, he played a gay dog in South Park.
Yeah.
So that's why I said dogfish. But you want him to be the swordfish?
Dogfish is a type of shark.
Swordfish.
Okay, so George Clooney is going to be a swordfish. Do you want to just make it like the cast of Ocean's 11?
No.
Just make it.
No,
just bring Don Cheadle in there and.
If that's the case, Julia Roberts is a lionfish.
I can see
they're
that.
Pretty. They're pretty.
There's all sorts of undersea creatures too. You can come up with other things. You gotta have like, you can have an octopus, a squid. You can have. We're
not gonna have starfish.
Manta ray.
That's gonna be one of the weapons that people throw.
Starfish.
Starfish and $10. No, sand dollars is how they pay. Unless they want to play
starfish with sand dollars. I'm just picturing like every friggin' starfish all look like Patrick Starfish from SpongeBob.
The one that came to mind was the one from Finding Nemo on the side of the fish tank.
Just have you seen the episode where they have Patrick Starfish dressed up as a ninja?
I don't watch SpongeBob.
That's what I picture. You said okay. Well, I did anyway
because I can't do that laugh.
A little too much drinking. And then SpongeBob becomes acceptable.
I want a barracuda.
Want a barracuda?
Oh,
voiced by Elizabeth Daily. With her Bubbles from... she plays Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls. She plays Tommy Pickles, Rugrats.
And that's Tara Strong.
No, Elizabeth Daily.
Are you sure?
I'm about to say, I could have sworn Tara Strong was Bubbles.
Oh, it might be the new one. Hang on.
Oh.
Are you thinking of something else?
Because Tara Strong did the voice of Bubbles, and then she also did the voice of Dill Pickles. Dill Pickles.
Now you're trying to figure it out. Tara Strong?
Oh my god. She also played Bubbles. And Dill Pickles. Yep. No, okay, I'm thinking
and
about...
she was also Timmy Turner.
Yep.
See, now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
Elizabeth?
Sorry.
The more you know.
Old G.I. Joe joke. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! You know, okay. No?
Hang on.
No. Look, I prove how old I am every day. Okay?
I'm just getting this feeling from you. You're like, Piper, get educated, you uneducated swine.
So what voice are you thinking? Oh, yes, right. I am educated in all the wrong
voice
things.
Of Bubbles for the Barracuda, but it says both fucking Tara Strong and Elizabeth Daily played her?
Do Tara Strong.
Okay, we're going to do Tara Strong.
Tara Strong. We've settled it. We've settled it. It's Tara Strong. It's Tara Strong. All right. I want... say you want Tara Strong. I want a whale.
Okay.
Voiced by George Wendt. Oh, come on. He's in, like, all sorts of Pixar films. Why did you just go blank when I said that?
Because I don't
come
know
on,
the
like
names
Norm from Cheers, you know?
I did not watch Cheers.
He was the voice of the truck in
Cars?
Cars, yeah. He was the voice of the truck that used to bring him around everywhere.
Mater.
He was also in Toy Story.
Mater.
Not the truck. Mater. The truck that transports lightning around.
Mater was done by Larry the Cable Guy.
I was gonna say Mater's Larry the Cable Guy. I don't want a whale voiced by Larry the Cable Guy.
Why not?
Get her done.
Get her done.
Because he doesn't have that kind of.
He doesn't have that type of.
I could do like a slightly demented clownfish done by Larry the Cable Guy. A slightly demented clownfish done by Larry the Cable Guy.
He's slightly demented because he's been stung too much by anemone.
Yeah. I want to say that he got a little too close to 3 Mile Island in New York. Nuclear power plant.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh, okay.
Moving on. I've been from New York to Chernobyl.
Oh my god.
You know?
Chernobyl.
That's Chernobyl. Not Chernobyl. No?
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Anyway, so basically we just got a ragtag group there. I think this is a good little group.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And then we've got our I want to say that I want Sarah Michelle Gellar to play this like real prima donna dolphin though.
Okay.
Like a real prima donna dolphin.
Yeah.
You know.
Basically, she'd be like Cordelia as a dolphin.
Aquafina.
Aquafina is playing Scuttle in the new Little Mermaid.
I saw that.
Wait a minute. So there you go. We gotta get. I want to have a little snobby group of dolphins played by different characters that are known for kind of being a little snobby. Like we could have like one done by like Shannon Doherty, kind of emulating. But I want her to emulate this.
She'd be snobby, but she'd be the bitchiest bitch of the group.
I want her to kind of emulate the kind of snobbiness that she had back when she was in Heathers.
Okay.
That kind of snobby.
Did she have that in Heathers? I know she had it kind of in 90210.
She kind of played, I want to say, backstabbing snobby. So she was snobby. She was part of the Heathers group, but she was kind of like,
So she definitely wasn't a booger.
She would try to do a little bit of good here and there, but she was still self-centered and snobby, and when the other Heathers died, she just took over. It's like, and then snobbiness came out when she was the main girl.
So now I need to watch this movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. And I think, oh god, what is her name? Now I'm gonna fucking flip out. The
what was she in?
Not Rose McGowan, but the other, the blonde girl from Jawbreaker.
Julie Benz.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, you got it without me even having to look it up.
Because she also played Darla on Buffy.
That's right. So I think her, along with Awkwafina, right?
Yep.
And Shannon Doherty are her little crew. Her little crew of dolphins.
I fucks with it.
Gosh, out of those, Julie Benz would be the vulnerable, innocent one.
And I think what they did with the shark here is they kind of... Her little crew convinced her to tell him to steal the butt plug.
Yeah.
So her little crew manipulated her to manipulate him.
Right. So her crew manipulated him to take his crew to go steal the butt plug.
Yeah.
From her. She has no intention of doing anything with him whatsoever. It was just their little scam to get the butt plug. They wanted it. He's going to go get it. Right? And at some point, Michael Cera just gets eaten in the whole mess. I'm just trying to figure out.
Early in the movie.
Michael Cera. No, not early in the movie. I want him to be around so you can really feel it.
He wants people to get attached.
Because I know you like to...
You gotta have him blow up a few times so Vin Diesel can voice the blown up part.
I think we already had a film where he dies like multiple times. Like he keeps coming back to life and dying, keeps coming back to life and dying. I think what you want to do, because you want to go opening scene, Michael Cera died. That's where you go.
I know how to do that one, though.
How do you do that?
In Quieto, they do eat blowfish. Queen Latifah could probably see blowfish as a delicacy and does pick that one to eat.
Look at you. I fucks with it.
I got it from Charlie's Angels.
See, my brain went to something much more weird, so...
Let us know. Tell us.
Okay. Well... We're talking butt plugs and all sorts of other stuff here. What if the lubricant used for the butt plug is something that Michael Cera's blowfish was allergic to, and he blows up? So he's the first one to touch it. Fuck, he's allergic to peanuts. I don't know. She uses peanut oil. I was saying something stupid.
I guess maybe it slipped out of her ass at some point. And the lube that was still on it.
They send him in first ahead of time to go try to grab it. He touches it for some reason, blows up. I must have been allergic to the...
And so nobody else touches it for a while they're trying to figure out a way to...
So they're all just... I'm just picturing his entire crew just sitting there floating wide-eyed around this butt plug like, you touch it. No, you touch it. No, you touch it, man. I don't know. He fucking blew up. Just...
Okay.
Nobody wants to touch the thing because Michael Cera exploded. Just he's allergic to whatever the lube was.
They gotta come up with a way to get like a seaweed covering on it.
Oh, he must have been allergic. Yeah, he's allergic to everything. And every he touches certain things, he just blows up.
Okay.
His puffer fish.
How many times has he... Let me guess. All the other times he just blew up, and then this time it just finally went kaboom?
Yeah, they thought he was a puffer fish. Turns out he wasn't. He's just allergic to a lot of fucking shit. He's not a puffer fish. Just...
It's like... And then...
I'm thinking that we have a Free Willy scene in here. You know, I'm picturing Queen Latifah standing on the breaker, and then she's not freeing Willy. She's watching the Sarah Michelle Gellar dolphin jump over her with the butt plug in the blowhole. Just and she's trying to grab at her. You know, the tentacles outstretched. Just
okay.
It's not Free Willy. It's get the fuck back here with that. You know.
She's mad. She wants that butt plug back.
But they have to play that music, that dramatic music for Free Willy, like at the end, with her you know.
You just see all these tentacles in slow motion going after,
reaching out. Yeah.
His character, and it's just like no.
They're reaching out and stretching like Doc Ock trying to grab Spider-Man. Just pissed off look on her face as Sarah Michelle Gellar dives out into the ocean and swims off with
his shiny butthole, just like
just 2 dorsal fins, glinting, with one just glinting in the sun.
Okay.
I think we did that justice.
Yeah.
I think we did that justice. We have wrapped that up.
I think I need to write this down and make a script.
Oh God, we have so many. We have so many. I'll float you some pictures of one that we had from a couple seasons back.
Oh my God.
Because I did some AI pictures for this whole Myrtle Leeches thing we did like first season.
Yeah.
I think I showed them to you.
Yeah, I think so.
You'd love it. It's right along this thing. I like when we get really weird with this fucking shit.
Oh, this wasn't completely weird?
Oh no, this was like first season weird. Like we got really weird with the first season stuff, and some of them got a little dry. Like we got a little too serious with some episodes. But I like when things get fucking weird.
Unlike this butt plug that's got lubricant that not a blowfish is allergic to.
Not a blowfish. It's like he's not a blowfish. He just blows up whenever he touches certain things. It's really allergic. Turns out he's allergic to salt water. If he doesn't take his medication.
He's H2O intolerant.
All right.
He explodes all over his friends.
Oh, you guys made me ink.
I'm obnoxious. Oh my God, he touched the butt.
All right.
He touched the butt plug.
That's yep. Okay. All right. Well, I'm trying to sign us off here.
Drink some fucking water, you thirsty bitches.
Oh, you jumped the gun.
You said you were trying to sign us off.
I'm trying to sign us up, but you gotta do that thing. We're up on Facebook. We're up on Twitter. We're up on we're up on pretty much every. No, they don't. Are they listening to us right now? If they get this far into it, we don't know where we found you.
What about new listeners?
New listeners. Well, if new listeners,
guys, we're everywhere.
Here's the funny thing. If new listeners are listening to us and they don't know where to find us, that's an issue. That's a real issue.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know what I'm listening to, man. I hit a button, I sat down, and it just went off in my pocket.
Yep.
And I was just way too wasted to turn it off. It's way too wasted, man. Okay, now you can drink some water, you thirsty bitches.
Drink some fucking water, you thirsty bitches.